Hello everyone. You've probably seen some of my content somewhere on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. And from the outside, my life probably looks pretty cool. Having a brand that employs multiple people and pays my bills, being able to make clothes and make videos every day for a living, having an awesome team of people that I get to travel around with and shoot videos with, and being able to just be creative as a job. But a few of you guys may have gone a little bit deeper, and maybe a few of you know that life didn't always look like this for me. And maybe even fewer of you know that when I was 17, I crashed my car. My mom died in the seat beside me, and my relationship with my dad fell apart. And then my stepmom and my dad decided I needed to leave and be separated from the family, so they kicked me out. And, maybe a few of you saw the 4 years afterwards that I spent miserable. Some of you guys saw me get into fitness and then get into clothing and then get into fashion, just looking for my in to the cool kids table, looking for my people that were going to accept me as one of their own. And if you paid close enough attention, you might have noticed that behind all the Get Ready With Me videos and the gym videos and the YouTube funny haha vlogs, I didn't have a single reason to wake up excited for anything. I didn't have people who just got me and understood me and liked what I liked and felt the way that I felt. And I honestly just felt completely alone and isolated in this little world inside my head. And now, fast forward to today, I am so grateful to be able to say this, but I honestly have every single one of those things. I don't have life figured out by any means, but I do wake up every day feeling like God put me on a mission that nobody but me can complete. I walk into an office of people who see my vision, who trust my vision, and who work with me on the brand projects every single day so that we can all put food on our tables and pay the bills and do it in a way that fulfills us creatively and is fun. I get to shoot videos and plan creative concepts every single day that other people can enjoy and rally around and resonate with. And all of these people and experiences and activities that I wake up looking forward to every day, I did not used to have. I had none of those things. I was alone, isolated, unhappy, without direction. I was literally just existing. So where did I find all of that? Was it frontal lobe development? Was it a morning routine? Was it mushrooms? How did all of that change for me? Well, the decision that changed everything for me was in April of 2023 when I decided finally, after doing social media for several years, working with clothing brands for several years, that I was going to build a clothing brand. And if you've landed on this page and you've watched until now, it's because part of you knows that it wants to build something similar, that it wants to create something that will draw in everything that your heart desires. It knows that you have this creative energy that is pent up inside of you, this desire to make something rather than just consuming everything and being the person watching all the Instagram reels and scrolling through the ads and buying shit online. Your soul desires to create something for other people. Your soul desires to create something, not just a product, a world, a way of being, a philosophy, a culture, a group of people that all identify in the same way and then that share the same emotions and the same interests and can communicate with each other without that barrier of like, oh, are we into the same things? Maybe not, so why even try, right? You're probably a creative person. You probably always have been. You've probably always enjoyed art. You've probably always enjoyed music. You probably have a unique taste. You probably enjoy things and activities and art that probably don't even make a lot of sense, that not a lot of people around you enjoy, but you enjoy them. And maybe underneath all of that, maybe there's something else. Maybe you feel like your brain is a little bit different than other people. Like maybe something you've been through has changed the way that you think and feel. And you've probably felt this your whole life. And I know that you feel this because you probably are only here because you saw another video that I specifically made to speak to those types of people. People like you, people like me, because we're different. We think differently, we feel differently. And that's not something anybody wants to say out loud, but it's a fact. And I think some of you are actually glad that you're different, that you feel different. Some of you have realized, like myself, that it's actually an advantage and an opportunity, and maybe, just maybe, could be a leg up in this arena, in this game that we call life. And I know that itch better than anyone. All right, for years, I told you, I floundered. I went in and out of this. I tried everything. And I'm telling you right now, that was a miserable place to live in. It's like sitting on the one thing that makes you, you, and just wasting it because you don't know what to do with it, right? It's like finding a gold brick and not having anywhere to exchange it for money. But let me tell you what's on the other side of that, all right? Whenever I walk out of my apartment, and I am walking down Main Street in downtown Los Angeles, and I see a guy wearing a hoodie that I dropped 4 months ago. And I imagine this guy putting it on in the morning and walking out of his door, standing a little bit straighter than normal, feeling a little bit more confident than normal, feeling like he got some shit on. That is maybe one of the greatest feelings that you can ever experience, knowing that you created something that lives out in the world and makes somebody else's life a little bit better, that makes somebody else feel like something was made for them, right? Like they feel seen, they feel heard. That is a feeling unmatched by anything else. And that is one of the greatest feelings of fulfillment that I will ever feel. That's why I love doing pop-ups. If you guys haven't seen, I do, pop-ups where I'll rent out a storefront or I'll rent out a warehouse and just have everybody from the brand pull through. And it's just a big fucking hangout where, we'll have 100, 200 people just hanging out, drinking beers, enjoying clothes, talking about life, making friends, and it's awesome. And that makes me wake up excited to build. That makes me wake up like I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to get more of that feeling, whatever it is. And I say whatever it is like I don't know what it is. It's impact. Impact. That is the feeling that you experience whenever you are able to make someone's life better through something that you made with your hands and your brain and your heart. And that is priceless. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to host a free 3-day online event. I'm gonna call it the Creators Canvas. It's gonna be the biggest live event of the year. It's gonna be on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of July. Each day the masterclass is going to start at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to take one of your ideas and I'm going to turn it into something physical that you can hold in your hands, wear on your body, and share with other people. I'm gonna teach you how I do it if I was starting over from scratch, essentially, with just an idea and that's it. So I want you to click the button below this video. I want you to save your seat and then I want you to come back and watch the rest of this video. So I've been running my brand, Tim Psychotic, for a few years now, and I have been in the clothing and design space for over 7 years. I've built an entire team of 7 staff. 4 of them are full-time now, and I've directed over 25 drop campaigns. Now, the truth is, I have failed more times than most people will ever even try, and I spent years banging my head against a wall to get my brand to where it is. Nonetheless, to 7 figures. Now, the truth is there's plenty of people just like me, plenty of people who had maybe a harder upbringing and had that creative desire, and most of them are not really in a great place. A lot of people like that resort to drugs. A lot of them resort to violence. A lot of them resort to self-harm. They have to get those feelings and emotions out in some way, so they do it in a way that's destructive to them. And I did that for a long time. Lots of alcohol, lots of drinking, lots of partying, lots of sex, lots of drugs. And literally the only difference between me and all of those people was one day I said, you know what? Enough of doing things that destruct me, right? Doing things that hurt me. I'm going to give of myself and I'm gonna do something that boosts me in life. I'm gonna take action. So instead of waiting on this big life-changing, life-altering moment to come to me for me to finally be happy, I'm just gonna make that shit for myself. And that is the only reason that I'm where I'm at today. And that's exactly why I am running this 3-day event, because I want to encourage people to follow suit, take control and responsibility for the outcome that they get in life. And I want to encourage people to just, if you feel alone, if you feel like you're in pain, just create your own medicine, create your own community, create your own outlet to express those feelings and to get creative and make something that you like, that satisfies you, that wakes you up every single day and gets you out of bed, that you see other people enjoying and get fulfillment from, knowing that you're making an impact on their life by creating something that helps you and also would probably help them, somebody like you. So yeah, that's part of the reason. The other part is just because, bro, building a brand is cool as shit. All right, it's the coolest job probably on the planet. Everybody in their lifetime has probably thought about starting a brand. Very, very, very few people take any kind of action towards building it because most people think that they can't do it, right? They don't know how to do it. There's lots of steps and lots of skills involved in building it, and it takes a long time and things of that nature. People make all kinds of excuses for themselves, but very few people actually start. And what I want to do is, over the course of these 3 days, I want to give you everything that you need to start. So day one, we are going to lay the foundation. We are going to take the idea that is in your head and we are going to create a brand identity. You're going to learn exactly what your brand is, who it's going to be for, your target demographic, what's going to set you apart from the other brands, your niche. And most people skip this part. They just go straight to, oh, I want to make a hoodie and I like this graphic, so we're going to put this graphic on this hoodie and we're going to post a picture of it and, try to make sales, right? And that's why 99% of people who start clothing brands fail. So we are leaving no stones unturned on day one for foundation. We're going to dig into it. We're going to take an idea in your head. We're going to lay the foundation. We're going to dissect it. We're going to know every single living thing about it so that we know what to build on top of it. We're going to lay a foundation of fucking steel. Now, for day two, we're going to get into what I call the 4-bucket framework. And this is essentially a toolkit to get you from point A to point B. Point A being somebody seeing your brand for the first time, whether it's online or on a website or in person. And point B being them actually wearing your brand and showing it to their friends, bringing them back to make another purchase from your brand. That gap, I'm gonna show you guys how to fill that and what you are going to do to get somebody from point A to point B. So by the end of day two, you're going to know exactly what you need to do to have your first successful launch. And then on day three, we are going to take your foundation and this framework that we go over in day two, we're gonna smash them together and we are going to bring your idea to life. And that is the Creator's Canvas, 3 days live for free, where I'm going to teach you how to take your idea and build it into a brand that serves as a career, a source of fulfillment, a creative outlet, and an activation to build community around yourself of like-minded people who enjoy what you enjoy and can relate to you. And you know what? Maybe you've already started, right? Maybe you've had a drop or two and maybe they didn't land the way that you expected them to. More than likely, the reason is because you skipped what we're gonna go over in day one, or you're just uninformed on what we'll go over in day two. And that is completely normal. You're not alone. Everybody goes through that. I went through it. I had nobody to help guide me, which is why I'm even doing this event in the first place, because I would have loved to have somebody there in my corner, man. I would have loved to have a guide or a rule book or some kind of framework to keep me from fucking up over and over again. And that's the whole point of these 3 days, to teach you how to build a brand from scratch, whether you are starting from zero, you are a complete beginner, or you've been trying, you've been growing, maybe you're doing well, maybe you're not doing so well, and you just need to correct or fill a gap somewhere. So that's what these 3 days are: action. Because a few months from now, you could look up in a coffee shop from your computer, see somebody wearing your brand and think, damn, I low-key knocked that shit out of the park and I hope that made his day better. It looks like it might have. Awesome. And then you're gonna get back to your work. You're gonna be motivated as fuck and you're just gonna keep doing that. And ultimately, that's where you will find purpose, or at least that's where I found purpose. And it's not going to look exactly the same for everybody because everybody has different tastes. Everybody has different preferences. Some people like this, some people like that. It's going to be different for everybody based on who you are. And we'll get into that using my 18-question framework that I wrote last year. And it's been massively impactful. It's basically a self-discovery exercise to help you gain the self-awareness to know exactly where to apply your creativity and start refining your taste so that you can ultimately just make better shit and just be a better creative overall. We're gonna get into all of that stuff. Basically, I'm packing 7 years of research, experience, and knowledge into 3 days. I'm condensing it and giving it to you for free. And at the end of the day, I'm not the fucking smartest man in the world, all right? But if I can help you avoid getting scammed out of $30,000 like I did in 2023, and you can show up and hear one thing that saves you that $30,000, I'd love to do that. I would love to help you miss that hurdle because fuck, that was painful and I don't want anybody else to deal with that. So if you're somebody that knows that you are meant to do something more with your life, meant to do something different with your life, meant to apply your creative desires, but maybe you just don't know exactly what medium you're going to do it in yet, this event is for you. I cannot wait to see you. And I would really love for you to sign up and show up for the vibes, the energy, the knowledge, and ultimately the community. I've met so many people in person that have come up to me and said how much they appreciated the opportunity just to talk to people who were dealing with the same struggles, the same problems, right? It's great vibes, it's great people, it's a shit load of knowledge and value, and it is absolutely free. I'm proud to be able to do it. It's changed my life. It's given me direction. It's given me some fulfillment. It's given me a career. It's given me a full-time job. It's given me a family. And if a word that I could speak could potentially contribute to doing the same for you, then I'd love that opportunity. And guys, being different, choosing that different path, being a more creative person rather than, your typical 9-to-5 worker bee, it's lonely, it's uncomfortable, it's a leap of faith. And that's exactly why you should do it. That's exactly why you should not keep it hidden. That's exactly why you should take action today to making that your reality, because in 5 years, you're gonna wish that you did it today, all right? The best time to start was 2 years ago. The second best time to start is today. So sign up, save your seat. I'm excited, and I will see you guys on July 22nd.